This is the updated Carat stat guide, where I'll be showing you how to get the highest possible stat with the least amount of carats needed for each stat in the game, except for luck. And don't worry, all the items and prices will be listed down below in the description. Since the last guide, a lot has changed and many items are no longer in the shop, so make sure you stick around to the end to see the newest and most up-to-date item to get the highest stat value for each stat. For some stat, the cheapest item for male is not the same or even not even available for female, and vice versa. So I'll break down those scenarios too. I'll also be prioritizing clothes with the most gem slots because putting in enchanted gems can make a huge difference because the maximum stat you can get is way higher. Let's start off with strength. We'll be using striker class because this class has the highest base strength. Now, since this game changed it such that wearing clothes in shop doesn't increase the stat bar anymore, I'll have a stat counter in the top left corner to keep track of the current maximum stat. To start off, let's first go to hair. So you want to click the Carat price filter and then scroll down. You want to pick this hat for +1 strength. Next, you want to go to the shirts and scroll down until you find Fire Imp shirt. We will be using this shirt for +2 strength. Now there is an alternative for medals, where if you scroll down here and pick this one, this will give +3 strength, but it will have no gem slots. Because of this, we will be prioritizing the Fire Imp shirt with 1 gem slot. Next, we move on to pants. We actually want to go back to the medal shop and find this one. This one will be +4 strength. Next, we move on to the glove section. We want to scroll down until we find lead gloves right here for 3 strength and 1 gem slot. Next, we will move on to the shoes. This is the cheapest one for +1 strength. Now for the accessories, you want to scroll down until you find hockey masks right here for +4 strength. Then you want to find the Zeus bolts right here for +3 strength. And then for back item, you want to get the red snowboard for +1 strength. And then for neck, we want to get this item for +3 strength. And for waist, you want to get the snack bag for 1 strength. And the cost of this would be 49k carat and 7.5k medals. This will total us to 47 strength plus 2 gem slots with strength gems, giving an extra 2 to 20 more strength. Now there is a little bit difference for the female gender, where the hair you would actually need a different item. You will actually need this one. Give the same +1 strength, but this will be a little bit more expensive. And for the top, it will be the same item but the female version. The next one is speed. So first, for hair, you want to go down to the baseball cap right here, giving +2 speed. Next, for the shirt, you want to scroll down to the Ninja Kitty red. This will give us +3 speed. Next is the pants. We actually want to go back to the metal shop and go to this one, which gives no speed but gives 2 gem slots, which could give you up to 10 speed. Now the alternative is this one from Metal Shop, which gives 3 speed and 1 gem slot. Now there is a Carat version, so if you go down to the leopard velvet pants right here, this will give 2 speed but 1 gem slot. Next is the gloves. You want to scroll down to the Anubis glove for 5.3k carats. This will give 2 speed and 1 gem slot. Next, for the shoes, you want to scroll down to this one right here, which gives 2 speed. Next, for the accessories, you want to scroll all the way down to get the Great Thief mask, which will give us +3 speed. Next, for glasses, we want to scroll up and find this 76th Ranger goggle for +2 speed. For earring, you want to scroll up again and get this one for +2 speed. It is for 45 days, but this is the best in slot for the Carat items. Next, for the neck item, we want to get the Hell Shade bandage. Next, for the waist, we want to get Gray Eagle tail, which give us +1 speed. For back item, if you want to go carats, you will want to get this item that gives 1 speed, but the best one is actually in the metal shop again. If you go to accessories, it would be this one that gives +2 speed. So in total, it will be 64.4k carats, but if you do carat and metal, then it will be 57.1k carats and 12k medals. This will give you around 48 speed plus 3 gem slots for speed gems, which could potentially give you 3 to 15 more speed. Now there is a minor difference for the female Soul Fighter sets. So for the hair, it will be the baseball cap for female, which is the same price and the same stat. Same thing for the shirt, it will actually just be the Ninja Kitty pink but for female, giving the same price and the same stat. Now for jump. We'll be using Soul Fighter because it has the highest base jump. So first, for the hair, you want to scroll down until we get to the Ninja Kitty hat. Right here, this will give you +2 jump. And then for the shirt, you want to scroll down to the Ninja Kitty red for 5,000 carats. This will give you +3 jump. Now for bottoms. The best one is actually in the metal shop. But there is a Carat option, and I'll show you right now. If you scroll down, it is right here. This will give you +2 jump and 1 gem slot. If we go to the metal shop, the best pants is right here. This gives no jump but gives 2 gem slots. This could give you up to 10 more jump. Next for gloves, you want to scroll down to the Shadow Hunter gloves right here. This will give you +1 jump and 1 gem slot. Next for shoes, you want to scroll down until we find Pharaoh's golden sandals right here. This will give you +2 jump. Next for accessories, you want to scroll down until you find Black Ninja Mask. This will give you +1 jump. For the glasses, you want to get this Heart Specs Orange. This will also give you +1 jump. For earrings, you want to scroll up. This one will give you +2 jump. It is timed, but is the best in slot for the Carat items. Next for neck, you want to go here. This will give you +1 jump. It is 30 days, but this is the best for the Carat items. For a waist, you want to go Gray Eagle Tail. This will give you 2 jump. For a back, the best in slot is actually in the metal shop, but if you want to go Carat only, you would want to get this portable fan, which gives 1 jump. So the best item in for back is actually this item, which gives you +2 jump. Now there is a slight difference for a female, where for the shirt, it will actually be Ninja Kitty Pink, but it'll have the same price and the same stat right here. This will total to 60.5k carats if you were to only go carats, or 49.1k carats and 12k metal if you were to do both. This will give you 43 jump and 3 gem slots for gem enchants, which can give you up to 15 jump. Next, we will be covering arm. We'll be using this class because this class has the highest base arm. Let's get started. So for the hair, you want to go scroll down and get the safety helmets. Right here, all these will give you the same, and it'll give +3 arm. For the shirt, you want to scroll all the way down to the jailbird shirts. Right here, these will give +5 arm. For the pants, it will be the jailbird pants. So if you scroll down to here, it will be +4 arm. For glove, you want to scroll down and get this item, which will give you +2 arm. This will also give you 1 gem slot. For the shoes, we want to scroll down until we find Streetwalker. This one will give you +2 arm. Now for accessories, we want to scroll all the way down until we find this item that will give you +3 arm. For earring, we want to scroll down until we find this one for +3 arm. For the neck item, we want to scroll down and get this spiky collar for +2 arm. For a waist, we want to scroll down and get the spare tail for +2 arm. For the back item, the best slot is actually in the metal shop, but if you were to go carats, you would go this one, which gives you +1 arm. So the best back item for metals is actually this item, which gives you +2 arm. So in total, if you were to go only carat, it'll be 70.7k carat. But if you were to go carats and metal, it'll be 67.6k carats and 6,000 metal. So in total, it would be 52 arm and 2 gem slots for arm gems, which could potentially give you up to 20 extra arm. Next, we will be doing SP. We will be using Elementalist as this one has the highest base SP. Let's get started. For hair, you want to go down to the Anubis head right here. This one gives you +60 SP. Now for the shirt, we want to scroll down until we find the FC shirt right here. This one will give you 60 SP, but it is 45 days. This one is the best in slot for Carat items, but if you want a permanent version, it'll be scroll down and get this for +40 SP. Now for pants, the best one is actually in the metal shop, but there is a Carat version where if you scroll all the way down here, you will get this for 50 SP. Now the best item for pants is actually here. This gives you no SP but 2 gem slots, which would give you an extra 24 to 240 SP. Next is the gloves. I want to scroll down until you find Exocor's gloves. Right here, this one gives you +50 SP and 1 gem slot. Next with shoes, we want to scroll down to Shiny Idol shoes. Right here, this will give you +12 SP. Now for the accessories, you want to scroll down to right here. This will give you 24 SP. For the earring, you want to scroll up or pink earring. Right here, this will give you 40 SP, but it is only for 45 days. There is a permanent version, but it will give you a lower amount of SP. Right here, this one will give you 25 SP instead. For a neck item, you want to get this item which gives you 24 SP. It is 30 days, but is the best in slot for the Carat item. There is a permanent Carat item, but it will give you less SP, and it is this one. This one gives you plus 20 SP. Now for waist, you would want to get the money bag for 60 SP. This is for 45 days, so there is a permanent version for a lot more expensive. It will be this one for plus 20 SP instead. Now there's actually no Carat back items or in metal shop that gives you SP. So the total carats and metal for the timed route would be as 40k carats and 8k metal. This will give me 560 SP plus 3 gem slots, giving you potentially 36 to 360 more SP. Now if you want to go the carat plus metal route that is permanent, this would be 50.6k carats and 8k metal. This will give you around 481 SP plus 3 gem slots, giving you an extra 36 to 360 more SP. Now the female version actually has a big difference. For the shirt, if you were to go the permanent route, you would have to scroll down to the water/fire cottontail. Right here, this will only give you 20 SP permanent as opposed to the male one which gives you 40 SP permanent. For the shoes, is actually called something different. It's called Twinkle Idol shoes, but gives you the same stat and the same price. For neck, there's actually a permanent item that gives more SP. It's actually this one that gives 30 SP as opposed to the male permanent 20 SP one. Next is the max HP. We'll be using Striker class as it has the highest base HP. Let's get started. So for the hair, you want to scroll down to William Tall Hood. Right here, this one gives you plus 50 HP. Now for the top, the actual best item is in the metal shop, but there is a Carat alternative which I'll show you right now. If you scroll down to the wrestler top, right here, it gives you plus 120 HP and 1 gem slot. The actual best item is in the metal shop, which is this one, which gives 150 HP and 1 gem slot. For pants, want to scroll down, get the Taji bottoms. Right here, this one will give you plus 80 HP. For a glove, want to scroll down to the green border gloves. This one will give you plus 50 HP and 1 gem slot. For the shoes, want to go down to this item, which give you plus 50 HP. Now for the accessories, you want to scroll down to this item, which gives you plus 50 HP. For glasses, you want to scroll up to get the black sunglasses, which give you plus 50 HP. This is 45 days. I'll show you a permanent version. This one will give you plus 40 HP, but is more expensive. For the earring, you want to scroll up and get this item. This will give you plus 100 HP. For neck, you want to get any of these scarves, which will give you 80 HP. For the waist, you want to scroll down and get the bear tail, which will give you 50 HP. For the back, the best item is actually in the metal shop, but if you want to go carats, this oxygen tank will give you 90 HP. The best back item for HP is actually here. This item will give you 120 HP. So in total, if you want to go to the Carat and metal route that's timed, it would be 56.6k carats and 10k metal. This will give you a total of 3.71k HP and 2 gem slots, potentially giving you an extra 80 to 800 HP. If you want to go to Carat and metal permanent version, it would be 61.2k carat and 10k metal. This will give you 3700 HP and 2 gem slots, giving you potentially an extra 80 to 800 HP. There are some differences for the female set. So first, the hair. It is actually called something different. It's this item, but is the same price and gives the same stat. For top, the wrestler top actually doesn't exist for female. So the permanent version for female is actually this item, which will give you 80 HP, which is 40 HP less. The last stat we will be covering is crits. It doesn't matter what class you pick because the base crit is always 0. So let's get started. For hair, you want to scroll down to Spartan Helm. Right here, this one will give you 10 crit. For a shirt, the best item by far is in the metal shop. But there is a Carat alternative, and I'll show you right now. It will be this item that will give you 20 crits. Now for the best shirt, if you go to the metal shop, it will be this item that will give you 50 crits. For pants, same story. The best item by far is in the metal shop, but there is a Carat alternative. If you scroll down to karate pants, this will give you plus 10 crit, and the best item in the metal shop is actually this item that gives you 50 crit. Next is the gloves. The best item is actually this wedding glove, which gives you 20 crit, but it is 14 days. The alternative for this is actually this item. That'll give you 10 crit. For shoes, if you scroll down to this item, it'll give you 10 crits. Now for accessories, you want to scroll down until you get to this item. This won't give you 20 crit, but it is 30 days. The alternative for permanent is actually this item, which will give you 10 crit instead. For neck, you want to choose this item, which will give you 30 crit for 30 days. The alternative is this item, which will give you 10 crit only, but is permanent. For a waist, you want to go to the tire tail, which will give you 10 crits. For a back, you want to go to this item, which will also give you 10 crit. In total, if you want to go to Carat plus metal time throw, it'll be 41.7k carats and 6k metal. This will give you 210 crit. But if you were to go the Carat plus metal permanent route, it'll be 45.8k carats and 6k metal. This will only give you 170 crit. Now for female, the item names are slightly different. So for the hair, it's actually called Spartan Helm Female, right here. Same stat and same price. Same thing for the top. It's called Street Leather Jacket Female. Same price and same stat, right here. This is only for the Carat option. Remember, the best in slot by far for its shirt is in the metal shop. And that will be it for all the stats. And if you want more guides like this, check out the Rumble Fighter Academy, the #1 Rumble Fighter improvement community, where you'll have access to over 350 guides and the latest Rumble Fighter news, like this ongoing event for returning players that gives you up to 15 gamble boxes when you haven't played for over 90 days. A special shout out to all of our Rumble Fighter Academy sponsors. Shout out to our Diamond tier sponsors, Che, Misswind, Game Guy 785, and Joon. And shout out to our Silver tier sponsor, Stan. Click the link in the description below to join now.